Update 1.06 for Odyssey is out. It adds a new quest line, quality of life changes, and way more. I will tell you everything you need to know in this video, so let's get into it. If you enjoyed that, then a like of course would be super appreciated, and let's go. Let's start with the big one. The first free quest line from the Lost Tales of Greece is out now. You find it in a lease. The first quest is called Setting the Stage and it's over here on the map. The level requirement for the zone is 34 to 36. So I would say that the quest is around that level as well. But it will of course scale up if you are a higher level. The patch notes say that they added a new category for the Lost Tales of Greece in the quest log, but I just see the new quest in the World and Characters category. I finished it by the way and it was enjoyable. There were some fun choices here and there. I would say that took around the 30 minutes to complete. The sad part is that there was no meaningful reward or anything, like you get these purple assassin daggers with hunter damage on it. Of course the stats will differ for you. And you can also get a purple sword that will of course also have random stats, but you only get that if you do certain choices. So yeah, a new legendary reward would have been nice, or at least a purple gear piece so we could use it, because the purple weapons are of course useless. But of course they did not have to add these free quests after launch, so I'm happy they do that, because it's cool to have a new story to experience when you already finished the game, or when you're still like getting through the max level. A new quest is always nice. Hopefully we see some more meaningful rewards with these quest lines in the future. You do get of course a new trophy or achievement, and we of course also got this new trophy or achievement that is tied to the new mythical creature. So with them already releasing the Lost Tales of Greece right now, I would say that the new mythical creature is coming really soon. But there's way more to this update. Ubisoft also added a lot of quality of life improvements that show you that they are really listening to the community, because a lot of it is like based on feedback from the community, so that is cool to see. The feature I talked about in a recent video, the ability to auto craft arrows, so you don't have to go to the menu again because the arrows will craft themselves, is out now. To activate it, go to your inventory, go to your quiver, and then toggle it for the basic arrows. It's only available for the basic arrows by the way, so for the special arrows you will still need to pause the game. So when you activate this for the basic arrows, it means that if you are out of arrows and have the crafting materials, you'll immediately get 20 new ones. So that is really nice. In the inventory menu, you can now also take a good look at your stats via the detailed stats page, combining all the different perks you have on your gear, including the unique modifiers above it as well. So now you get a better idea of where your build excels at, and it shows you again that epic gear is in most cases better than legendary gear, apart from the legendary sets that really excel at a certain playstyle. A major complaint were the upgrade prices that were too high for upgrading the gear at the blacksmith to a new level. While Ubisoft drastically decreased the prices, take for example this sword that first required 333 iron metal, 166 soft leather, 50 obsidian glass, and almost 4000 drag meat to get from level 49 to level 50. Well, now it costs 208 iron metal, 104 soft leather, 31 obsidian glass, and almost 2500 drag meat. And this was by the way the upgrade price of the Hades Bident from before update 1.06, and now with this new update we see a big difference as well. And for gear 2, these pilgrim gloves for example also show a big price difference between the two updates. So it looks like the price became like 60 to 62% of what they were before this update. But this also has to do with the mercenary tier reward that has been increased with update 1.06. If you now namely go to rank 3 in the mercenary ladder, you earn not 20 but 50% reduced prices on the upgrade services from the blacksmith. So that is also a significant change, so I would say wait till you reach that rank before you go and upgrade your gear and weapons. You will also see that the mercenary window has been improved overall, because now you can see the rewards of the tiers in a specific menu that looks like this. The problem is that this is a screenshot that Ubisoft posted, because I'm not able to show you this menu myself because I don't see it in my game. Like I should be able to access it via a push on the analog stick, but I don't see that showing up, and when I try to push the left analog stick I don't see it. So Totally let me know in the comments if you have this issue as well. I'm on the PS4, maybe that has to do something with it. Also, my tier 1 reward is locked, while I'm clearly number 1, so not sure what the heck is going on, but it seems like something's broke with the new update. But I do have to say that the mercenary system for me in general finally works again with this new update. If you follow the channel, then you know that the mercenaries did not show up for me after a high bounty, with other people like having this issue as well. Well, now with the new patch, the mercenaries are finally interested in me again when I go on a murder spree inside a city, and we got some random elks as well, like why not? No, but I missed hunting these mercenaries, so I'm glad I can finally fight them again, that they are aggressive again. And I finally found my boy the Val's Leonidas. You bet that I'm recruiting him, of course. I don't care about your purple spear, I just want you on my boat. Speaking of lieutenants on your boat, the issue where Bayek and Evie, that you can claim through the Ubisoft Club section of the game, would not show up on your boat or in your game at all, well, this should now have been fixed. So if you had this issue before, you should now be able to see Bayek and Evie finally. Other quality of life changes include the fact that you can now immediately loot the things that the ship drops after you successfully boarded it, while before it would create these floating loot things that you had to pick up manually. When you select a horse skin, this is also new, you now hear 1 of 3 horse sounds. It's just random per skin. The most important, like, feature and change for sure from this update, issues with the orichalcum ore were also addressed, where it would sometimes be unlootable. And by the way, a pro tip, during the new mission you will go on top of a mountain to get one of the actors. Well, there is one ore there as well, so grab it. Ubisoft also noted that they added support for upcoming epic encounters, likely referring to the live events that will happen every Tuesday, and then you got a week to kill a new boss. This week's live event has been cancelled, though sadly, as I already noted in a previous video as well. But next week on Tuesday we will get this new epic ship. And now with this update they made sure that the live events that will happen after that are also properly in the game. Hopefully they will of course have the issue with the mercenary fixed for future live events. Other fixes are quests that have been added, like the Blind King Prince of Persia quest, where sometimes you could not complete it if you already looted a specific thing. Clipping issues were also addressed, like for example with the Spartan Renegade set. This was before the update, with like the spear going to the cloth and stuff like that. Well, now it has been fixed. It looks way better now with update 1.06. And I think that those are the highlights from the patch notes of update 1.06. But if you want to read them for yourself, you can of course do that. I put a link to them in the description down below. But not everything has likely been noted in these patch notes. So if you found some secret changes, totally let me know via Twitter at JorRaptor, Instagram JorRaptor. Follow me there, of course, as well, if you haven't already. And then, if you find something interesting, totally let me know. Or you can also let me know in the comments of this video. I already found a secret change myself, and would love to include more of them in an upcoming video. So, if you found some interesting things, totally reach out. Then close after my video about the weekly reset that of course happens every Tuesday with a new weekly quest, and also the Eagles of the Olympian store that has new items for sale. Well, Ubisoft changed the price of the Spartan Renegade horse that you can buy at this Eagles of the Olympian store. So in my video I noted that it was 200 orichalcum and I showed that as well, but it's now 100. So it's way better to get, in my opinion. Like 100 is worth it, I would say, for that mount. While 200 orichalcum was a little bit too much, and Ubisoft acknowledges that as well, and noted that if you bought the horse before the price change, that you would get your 100 orichalcum back. If you follow me on Twitter, then you might have seen the tweet about the compensation for the 2 missing live events, because it of course sucks that we can't fight these mercenaries, but we are also missing 80 orichalcum that you would get from defeating these mercenaries. And we of course want that because we want to test our luck to get these Helix items. And while I thank you for liking and sharing that tweet, Ubisoft has not responded to it yet. So right now we don't know anything about the compensation, but hopefully they do something. I'll of course keep you up to date here on the channel. And I also forgot to show you in that weekly reset video a new lieutenant they added that basically has the Hades outfit on as well. So I thought it was fun to try and get that one through the Olympian gifts, and that I will try like every time at the end of my videos, because the new items are of course already available through this way. Like we got Grandma Penelope, who already had the Bidens from the Hades set, and Joe Bago also reached out to me on Twitter with the new chests from the Hades set in one of these gifts. I already got a lot of the things from the Helix store because of course I want to review them here on the channel, but I'm missing this lieutenant and some other like ship things as well. So because there are no duplicates like in these gifts, I should be able to get that one pretty soon. But let's see, let's open 3 of them at the end of every video until we finally get it. Okay, there we go, first gift. Let's see what we got. Ooh, already legendary. The fine bow. Oh, I still needed that as well. So that's a pretty good hunter bow for sure. Wow, first Olympian gift. Already a legendary. Let's see what else we got. We of course want the lieutenant. The Hades lieutenant. An epic item, obviously. Spartan gauntlets. Hunter, warrior. Having like 2 stats on one. Like warrior and hunter or assassin and warrior. Stuff like that on one item is not really good. Okay, the perk combination for this one is pretty good, but it's still an epic weapon, and you of course don't really need that. So, apart from that, nice perks, I will still totally dismantle it. Sadly, no lieutenant. I will try it in my next video as well. This will be a recurring thing. I try to open 3, maybe 2, depending on how much, orichalcum I have, of course. So, will be a fun thing. Hopefully we get the lieutenant in the end, but I did get the vine bow, and that's pretty nice. Subscribe for everything Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I will keep you up to date on everything that is going on in the game, coming to the game, because there is a ton of content coming in November, trust me. Drop a like to support the channel, check out my recent video on the weekly reset, or on places we can fight the mythical bosses that will be added to the game. Like, there are some spots that are really obvious in the game already. Totally check that one out by clicking on the screen. Like this video to support the channel, and I will of course speak to you next time. Goodbye.